Hi guys! Welcome to this video. This is something that I have never done before. None of my other videos are like this, but I'm excited to do this because I've been researching it for days. I'm going to be dyeing my hair red with henna. Okay, so let's just get started. Right now I'm going to be telling you how I'm going to mix it really quickly. I've watched a ton, when I say a ton, I mean a ton of videos on how to do henna, right? On how to mix it, how to apply it, what's the best type. So after all of that research, I came up with ordering the Light Mountain Natural hair color and conditioner in red as well as in bright red. So I'm actually gonna mix these two. I'm gonna do a whole box of this and a half a box of this. So the instructions on this are pretty clear. I have them out right here. It tells you you have to use distilled water and you are not supposed to use metal. When you're mixing the henna, it can actually change the color, or the color may not come out exactly right. Something in the metal can just change or do something to the henna. I'm not entirely sure, but they say not to do it in the instructions, so I'm not going to. And it says to enhance. These are just some enhancing things you can do. You can add paprika, which I'm going to add because we have that. As well as for some better conditioning, I'm going to add some plain yogurt, which is what they have suggested in here. And the instructions say to boil distilled water. It's 2 cups per box. Because I have 2 boxes, I'm going to boil 3 cups. I'm going to add another cup to this and boil it. But because I am adding yogurt, I may need less water. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go start by boiling my water. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back guys. I have just boiled my water and now I'm going to be putting my henna in this glass bowl. I am hoping that this is enough henna because I have pretty long hair. You'll see once I take it down. I was also really wanting to make this video. It does smell like old grass or hay or something. I was really wanting to make this video because I could not find a video online that said like bleach blonde hair that was as drastic as my bleach blonde hair is. I have a balayage that went a little wrong in my opinion. I mean, it's nice, I just didn't want it so drastic, so that's why I'm going to red. I actually naturally have an auburn color of hair, so my roots are an auburn color. I've always wanted to go a bright red, I've just never done it. So I figured this was a perfect time. So this is the bright red. I'm gonna only do a half of the bag. I just get a little nervous about doing too much of this bright red because I don't want my hair to be like bright orange, but I still want it to look pretty cool, be really vibrant. Also a disclaimer, I am not doing a strand test, which this is the one thing in the instructions that says to do it, that warns you to do it, and I'm not doing it. And the reason why I'm not doing it is because I know I want red hair. My bleach is about 3 months old now, so it's past the 8-week period suggested, because they say if you have had bleached hair that you need to wait at least 8 weeks to do henna on top of it. So I'm past that mark and I know I want to do red, and every time that you apply henna it gets a little bit darker. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dye it, and then if I want it to be darker I'll just dye it again. I'm going to wait a couple days to see if it tones down, and then I will dye it again in a few days. So, and my week it's perfect because I don't have too much going on this week. So anyway, so I have my henna in here, and then I'm going to start putting the water in, mixing it, and I'm going to add my yogurt as well. Okay, so I am just going to add a little bit of yogurt. It says 1 to 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to eyeball it a little bit and put a little bit of that in. Probably do a little more. Okay, and then I'm going to mix it. A big part of this, of course I want that beautiful vibrant red color, but I also want to have my hair be super healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna continue that. I'm gonna continue mixing here, and then I will show you the result when I'm done. All right guys, so this is a pretty good consistency. I've been stirring for a little while now. You can see that it's kind of like a cake batter consistency. I may add a little more water after if it, while it's sitting, it gets to be thicker than this. I will probably add more because you want to have that moisture. You have to have moisture and not too much drying if you want the henna to actually dye the hair, to reach each hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it in plastic wrap and I'm going to let it sit for 3 hours. On the instructions it says for the red color, if you would like it to be, well really it just says you have to let it sit from 1 to 3 hours, and I really want this color to be very vibrant, beautiful and vibrant red, so I'm going to let it sit for 3 hours. So after 3 hours I will be back, and also, side note, I'm going to put this in a place that tends to be more warm because henna, the color in henna is released with warmth. So I'm going to cover it in this plastic wrap and then I will be back. Thanks guys. Hey guys, okay, so it's been 3 hours, just a little bit over, and it looks like the henna is done. So I'm just gonna kind of show you, I don't know if you can see. Wow, it smells so strong. Okay, I feel like the consistency is still pretty good of it. Can you see that? I might add just a teeny bit more water. And I got some more distilled water ready. It's warm. So I'm just gonna pour that in there. Just a little bit. And I think that will be perfect. A perfect consistency. So, if you can tell, my hair has been washed. I did not put conditioner in it because everything that I read online said to not put conditioner in it, because conditioner coats the hair and the henna is coating the hair. That's like how it colors it, so it might not work as well if you do that. So that is what I've done. It looks like this is to me this looks like a really good consistency. I still feel the need to add a teeny bit more water. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, after this is all mixed up, then I'm going to be putting a little bit of Vaseline on my skin. A lot of people have talked about this. I honestly am kind of like, I don't really care because I know it washes off quickly, but I prefer not to have henna dye all around my face for the next few days because I do plan on leaving the house a little bit, and so I would prefer that I am able to not have henna dye on me. Okay, cool. So, well, like I said, I did a shampoo without the conditioner, which I gotta tell you, I do not like to do because my hair is a little bit tough to brush anyway, even with conditioner, especially since I like bleached it, had this balayage in it, so that's not my favorite. And if you notice, I did my Vaseline without the gloves on because I don't want to get the Vaseline on my hair. So the kit comes with gloves, the same type of like hair dyeing gloves. They're kind of big. So I'm using latex gloves because I want something more fitted. And I'm going to be using a technique that I've seen on a few different videos because I've noticed this can get obviously extremely messy. And I prefer not to have that big of a mess when I'm done, especially not like all over me and the floor, although I have paper on the floor. I'm just gonna try to do this, figure out a way to do this in a cleaner manner. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is they suggest that you take, and I have to say, let's be real here, touching my hair with gloves, I don't like that so much because it sticks to my hair when I touch it. So yeah. I honestly would prefer to do this with just my hands, and I may end up doing that. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm already starting and realizing I don't want to do that because if I have to separate my hair, it gets super tangly when it's wet. And it does say in the instructions to leave it towel dried, not completely dry. So I thought I was going to do it that way, but I think I'm going to do it the way most people end up doing it, and that makes more sense why they do it that way. I'm just going to start on my roots, and then I'm just going to work my way down. So making sure it gets all the way through, and then on top of that I'm going to put some saran wrap. It does come with a little cap, but I prefer the secureness of a saran wrap so that I can have it sealed more, because I do have 4 hours to wait after this. So I'm just going to get started. Oh wow. That's funny. That is a different sensation right there. Let's just say I think that my bowl of henna is enough too. Now that I'm feeling this, I definitely think I got enough henna. At least in my bowl. I am the kind of person who is like, let's just go and get something, let's just go get this done, less like methodical about some things, just because I'm like, let's just go do it, let's go do it. So, oh yes, the end of this brush has a little parter. I'm going to use that to help me get all the way. See, I guess either way I'm going to have to part my hair and pull it. I just hate it when it's wet. I don't like, if you haven't noticed, I don't like my hair to be tangled. It's like, it drives me freaking crazy. I don't even know if I'll keep this, like I said, this commentary, because I'm talking a lot. Huh. This is actually kind of enjoyable, honestly. Okay. I could see why you would need to like squish it in there. So then I'm just taking this and just like a hairdresser would do. If you've ever had your hair done, and if you're dyeing your hair, chances are you probably had your hair done in some way and are choosing something more natural. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've taken my gloves off, which I probably shouldn't have yet. Extremely messy, at least on me. The rest of the bathroom is okay. There's like 1 or 2 splotches, but I'm what is messy here, which is actually fine with me. The goal was to not destroy my bathroom. So this is fine. I'm going to put, this actually comes with a little cap, but I would prefer to have it a little more cozy. I might put the cap over this. So I'm going to do my cling wrap on top of here. So, here we go. My hair is all up in the cling wrap, and now I'm gonna wash myself off. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm a little bit cleaned up. I ended up getting it on my arm, so you can see it's a little orange right here, on this other arm as well. This is a messy process, but I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was enjoyable. We'll see what I say after I have to clean it out. But yeah, so I'm cleaned up here. Then what I'm going to be doing is applying heat every 15 minutes just with a blow dryer. lots of people have said this, don't melt the plastic onto your hair. Heat will do that. Just apply heat. The heat from your body will do part of it, but you want to apply another source of heat to get that really vibrant red color. So that's what I'll be doing, and I'm going to be waiting 4 hours until I rinse it out. Okay, it's been about 4 hours, so I'm going to take off my cling wrap now and see what it looks like underneath. I just want to pull it. Woo! Okay. That's all right. So as you can see on the shirt, I just put on an old shirt specifically for this. It does bleed. So I think what it is if you make it super runny, the henna, then it will bleed a little bit more than it would otherwise. So I honestly can't tell exactly what color I'm gonna get here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill my bathtub up with water, and then I'm going to dip my head in it and kind of try to get most of it out that way, as far as like the mud portion. And then when I stand up in the shower, I'm just going to only use conditioner to get it out. The directions say not to use shampoo right away, so I'm just going to use conditioner tonight and not wash it. And then I will probably wait 24 hours to actually wash it. So, okay. Okay, so this is my hair after I have applied, let's see, and this is also my hair not washed for 3 days, I think. For 2 days, I haven't washed my hair for 2 days, but as you can see, I'm going to show you some pictures of it in the sun as well, but if you can see what it looks like, I love it, and I get a ton of compliments on it. So this is having, let me go back to what I was saying previously. I have applied 3 different henna 3 different times. The first time, I'm going to show you pictures. I'm going to put that along with the video, so I'm going to show them right here. And then the second time, I'm going to show the video. I'm going to show the picture right here. And then this is the third time. I didn't actually like do a little photo shoot outside for the third time, because when I did it the third time, it was within a week that I did all of these times. It actually didn't have a huge difference between the second time and the third time. So it didn't go a whole lot darker. I'm not sure why. I think when I go to apply it again next month, or when my roots start to show, it might go a little bit darker, but I don't think I really want it to. I get a ton of compliments on it. People are just like, is that your natural hair color? How are your roots like that? But the hair down here is so bright like that. How is that even possible? It's a long story that I tell them, but long story short for you guys is I would always recommend henna. I love it. I love how it makes my hair feel softer. It did take a little while in order for it to feel softer. After the first wash is when it started to feel better. Definitely it took after the first wash, because it was a little bit dry before that. And now it's much better, and I am going to continue using henna on it, because it makes, I really like the color that it makes my roots. And let's see if you can see that. It's a little bit greasy, but it definitely gets some great color on those roots. And then you can see that because I had the balayage already, there's a ton of nice color coming through. And there's just a lot of different hues. So I will show some of the pictures. You'll already have seen some of the pictures, but I'll probably post some at the end of this video. Just some pictures of me with my hair done in different ways and what that looks like since I've done henna on it. If you're considering doing henna, I think that it's a great idea. Obviously, if you have really dark hair, it's not going to show up a ton, but it will make your hair darker, and I liked that. I like that it made my roots darker because it really makes my eyes pop. So if you're considering it, I definitely recommend it. And hopefully this video has been very informative to anyone who is thinking about doing henna on top of bleached hair. You will have to do more than one application if you don't want orange hair. orange hair is fine if that's what you want. I didn't want orange hair. I wanted more of a this color. This is almost exactly what I wanted. And I wouldn't mind going a little darker, but I really like it for now. So if you have any questions or comments, please not only subscribe, but also leave your comments down in the comments below, and I will get to them. Thanks, guys.